Okay, here we go. Good morning. Um, I wanted to come and give a quick message about, and I really don't have a lot of time because I have a extremely busy day today. I have a lot of readings to do, taking in clients that are pretty much either experiencing some kind of stalking, coincidentally by gang stalkers, as well as having spiritual work done on them because, um, yeah, I don't know what's going on. So I don't have but for a few minutes. But I wanted to come and make something very clear about the history of the harassment as well as the stalking. Um, and so I had posted on my wall because, after going through years and years and years of reporting these people and their crimes to the police. Um, and that's something else that I'm gonna be following up on um, today as well. In between working, um, that I actually have like over 50 real police reports dating and going back all the way to 2015 against this gang stalking cult, is what I call them. And the reason why I call them a cult is because they all seem to conform to this whole gang stalking thing that they do. And what they do is um, daily harassment, um, daily character assassination. Um, it's never any truth. It's never any. It seems like with them, it's always a lie. It's always this lie that they have to have made up, and it's never any truth. It's never any resolution. It's never any solution. It's just left wide open because they are literally on this agenda. And I've had my suspicions as to where this comes from, but it's all about, at least with me, it's all about trying to discredit me so that I'm not taken seriously. But then at the same time, um, they're talking about people's um, well, again, at least with me, they're always trying to create um, this narrative, you know, this 911 narrative. And I've figured out that these are people that have taken on a life of their own, and all of them are doing different things that are very dangerous to the community. And so this newest one that they added, um, or not added, but it's not anything new. But I wanted to make comment on some people that are now trolling my channel, which I never troll anyone's channel. I don't have time to troll somebody's channel behind a troll account. Um, and so what they do is they come to this website and they stalk people and they say, no, you're stalking me. So that's why I took down that picture, because the newest one, to me, she looks like Mrs. Trenchfold. Um, it does make it easier to laugh at these people, but in reality, it is not a laughing matter. It really isn't. And I'm no longer playing around with these people. And I think that I made that perfectly clear on yesterday, how I feel about it. Um, the newest one, she was live for 5 hours on her birthday, which to me denotes you spent 5 hours online on your birthday, not with your family, which is nothing wrong. If you want to do a 5 hour marathon show on your birthday and hang out with your online troll friends, that's your business. Um, but there were several attempts, from what I heard, because I was extremely busy yesterday, but there were several attempts to get my attention. And I will not be paying it any mind, because, they are telling jokes, doing funny things, but in the midst of that, committing actual real life crimes, dropping revenge porn, rape, domestic violence, domestic terrorism, threats, and, you know, so the latest one, who actually stalked me at my house, I filled you guys in on her. I talked about it days ago, and in the last live that I did about it, this was a troll that was pretending to be a client. Okay, which this was the first time that something like this had ever happened to me. And that's pretty bold. That's pretty bold to be a troll pretending to a client. I don't see how anyone could do that. There was a meetup, and the meetup was almost 3 years ago. It actually was three years ago. It'll actually be, well, it'll be 4 years next year. And I allowed the troll to come to my home because she participated in my Sabbath. She was a client who, to me, judging by her behavior, was actually a troll. And she was a part of that gang stalking group cult, obviously. And I had her in my house, thinking that she was a real person. And first of all, I think that people assumed that when I did meet up with them, that I was trying to do rituals on people online. And no, it was a just a general ceremony for that one Sabbath. It was not to where we were getting together trying to do black magic on people. No. Okay, we did a Sabbath. I can't remember which one that it was, but that's what it was about. It was it and so people, make up their own mind, but it wasn't about that. It was about the Sabbath, and it was sort of like a just kind of like a meet and greet. Well, she began to display odd behavior online. We'd hung out online, and I cut her off because of her odd behavior. And I'm not going to bring up the odd behavior because it's very triggering for some people, because it's been normalized for a lot of people. Um, ever since this happened, she has been online slandering me, harassing me, slandering, and attempting to verbally abuse my children that have nothing to do with the internet. This has been going on for 3 years. For the most part, I have ignored this person. 98% of the time, I have ignored this person. I'm going to continue to ignore this person. I want people to make no mistake about this, because I'm not going to um, reciprocate any more. Because as you can see, when you try to let people know, I am not your friend, I want nothing to do with you, leave me alone, she comes on here the next day on her birthday, slandering, harassing me, thinking that thinking that what she is doing is something that is even remotely socially acceptable. I don't want anything to do with it, and I'm not going to be forced to have anything to do with it. I understand that there are people on the internet that are actually entertained by this. I am not entertained by this. This is not how my channel was built. I did not build this channel because if you notice, I have over 24,000 subscribers. This gang stalking cult actually flagged this channel falsely. It took them several years to do it, but they did it. Okay. So this is the reason why I only have a few people on here that are actually here for the spiritual stuff and the readings. This person has been asked several times, stop talking about me online, stop slandering me online. I do not want anything to do with you. I am not here for that. Why do you keep talking about me? And this person is now sending people over to my channel to harass me. And I have observed her, and she thinks in her mind that I have trolls. I don't have trolls, which are people that I cozy up with and get them to go and harass people and try to troll people on their channel. I personally think that trolling is ridiculous. Uh Trolling does not mess with my head, but I think it messes with some people's head. Trolling does not mess with my head. Uh Harassment, swatting, false calls, lies and slander about my company, that is what will mess with me, or it did. Otherwise, I don't think there's any value in trolling. So I wouldn't have trolls. So she sends people over here. I am no longer engaging this woman, just like I did previously. I ignored her. She hung out with a group of very volatile and aggressive. She's been hanging out, I'm sorry. She hangs out in social media with a hate group of very volatile and aggressive Black men who have been known to commit fraud and rape. These people are actually committing real crimes and getting away with it. It has been reported to the FBI several hundred times what these people do, which is not only fraud, stalking, rape, as well as trying to hack into people's computers, stealing people's identity. I actually, I haven't been hacked, but over the summer, all of a sudden, somebody from that group opened up a bank account in my name. I was receiving the emails and everything. They just opened up the account and they didn't do anything with it. The account was closed immediately. Um, but it was still the point of it. And I know why they did it. I know exactly why they did it. And I'm not going to get into that. It was I think the person thought that in their mind they thought if I open up a bank account in her name, then I can steal energy. Okay, because they're trying to. I don't know what that's about. Um, in 2018, though, there was a loan or some kind of student loan that was taken out in my name by this same group in 2018, and it ruined my credit that I had already been working on. Yeah, so they do stuff like that. They do frequent the dark web. I don't do things like that. I have reported these people to the FBI a bunch of times. My guess is that eventually they'll get around to following up on these people because it's obviously a difference between me and them. Okay, and you can tell that it's really a mental illness, and they just go on and on and on, post after post after post. They keep doing it. It's and I'm not a part of that. Okay, so I would never involve myself socially with people that do things like that. I would never be good friends with somebody that comes to the internet to stalk somebody in that manner. I don't do things like that. It is not a part of who I am. It's not a part of my personality. It's nothing that I would even dream of doing in social media. Nothing. And so I wanted to make that clear. I do not want these people on my channel. If you are over here trolling for her, you're just going to get blocked. You're just going to get banned. I wanted to make it clear to the people that are watching my channel that I do plan to prosecute these people for the crimes that they have committed against me and my family to the full extent of the law. I don't have time. Listen, I was talking about it at the witching hour this morning. I don't have time for this. Have you looked around at the world? I am right now dealing with a dirty landlord. I am right now dealing with a landlord that should probably have been put in jail. They recently just created laws against what landlords do to people, what he did to me. They recently created a law that can end a landlord in prison. Okay? So I'm dealing with more pressing matters at hand. Yes, I have mistakenly discussed it with another troll. Uh, I mistakenly discussed this with another troll, and just like a troll, he went and divulged all of the details of a very serious case that I am dealing with. He has revealed um, some of the details of all three of the court cases that I am involved with these trolls. So he's no longer being taken seriously. I had to buckle down and accept that some people, you just can't take them seriously. You just can't depend and rely upon them. Literally, this man was put into my life so that he could get as much information from me as possible, just like her, so that they could come back to the internet, troll the internet, and give your personal information to trolls on the internet. This is exactly what these people are. They're troll food. Trolls, very aggressive, very diabolical. Trolls operate through these people. I don't do things like that. I have had thousands of clients, thousands. I have friends in real life. I would never come back to the internet and divulge the details of their lives to a cult of trolls. Information is valuable. People's personal information is valuable. Now, a lot of these trolls have wanted to get taken, they've wanted to be taken seriously. My reputation was put on the line because of these people, but people know how to draw the distinction. And some of them, I don't know why, these two women that went over to a group of trolls wanted to be taken seriously. No one is ever going to take them seriously unless they are a troll. I'm talking about a troll that actually takes time, a lot of time out of their lives to troll people. So I know this for a fact because these people have tried to have businesses, they've tried to have Etsy pages. Nobody in their right mind is going to release their personal information to a person that hangs amongst and takes trolls seriously, and rapists and men who are stalking women online. Nobody should trust you if you are involving yourself with someone who has been proven. Okay. Now, some of them, again, I did get personally involved with a male that fooled me. He made me think that he was a normal person. He's not. He still releases people's personal information, personal business, which is very valuable to trolls. Okay. So, this is the reason why, this is my reason, the only reason why I admonished him publicly, because he was over on his channel still associating himself with that group of trolls. So that is why not only did I admonish him, but he is also not allowed around me. I do not talk to him, and he is blocked in social media. I refuse to be associated or have my brand associated with someone that is trolling. There are people on here that take trolling very seriously. There is an older lady that lives in Georgia. Guess what? She has proven herself to be a troll because she was just live yesterday using my photograph, dropping revenge porn. They buy views, they have fake views, they buy views. Anybody worth their salt that has 400 or 500 people in a chat room is not going to have a revenge porn picture of Jamila in their chat, wrenched up. Nobody's going to do that. So I don't take you. You got to be careful who you take serious on this platform, because trust me, this older lady, and we all know who I'm talking about, I've made the mistake of giving her my personal information. And I've regretted it for almost 10 years now. Okay. There are some people who have obviously descended slowly into madness. And I am not one of them. I am always of sound mind, body, and spirit, unless I've had a couple of glasses of wine. And that's when I'm letting my hair down, having fun. Otherwise, You wouldn't ever catch me ever on my platform dropping revenge porn of anybody. If you see somebody dropping revenge porn of another person, they cannot ever be taken seriously and probably should be in jail. I am not a part of that. I am not associated with that. Now, I can imagine that there are some people who would hire these people because they would assume that a person could easily get caught up in their traps. I'm not one of those people. Okay, real recognize fake. So I'm not bothered with these people. I don't understand why anybody would ever be compensated to troll me because I'm not trollable actually. I'm not. Okay? So I wanted to make it perfectly clear. I am not associated with people that have been on here gang stalking, harassing people for years. This is one of the reasons why I will respond to them. Responding to someone doesn't make you like them. Responding to a group of trolls does not make you a troll. Okay. So I don't even go by that rule. However, after today, after this, I'm not acknowledging it. I don't care what they do. They can stand outside my house covered in pig's blood and shit in the middle of my front yard if they want. I'll just call the police and have them removed. Now, previously, the way this group of gang stalkers was able to get my attention was by calling and filing false defects reports. This is something that started happening to my family the moment I came across Alexis K. Tyler. The moment I came across Alexis K. Tyler, all of a sudden, for the past 10 years, false defects calls have been getting made. So, that's the link with that. Never in my life have I had a defects call to my home until I ran into her because she has trolls that were willing to make back to back false calls to defects just to harass me because this is, I guess, how she asserts her false power. All of it is linked to Alexis K. Tyler. All of those people, all of those trolls are linked to Alexis K. Tyler. They all are. All of them are. She actually works with these trolls because they want to be trickster spirits, which I don't really understand that, but whatever. That's a game that I'm never going to play because I firmly believe that eventually um, there is going to be justice on that situation. If you are at the behest of trolls and you are getting them to stalk and harass people, I firmly believe that in the future you're going to be in prison, especially when you make it a 10-year marathon of stalking and harassing business owners that you are jealous of. I believe that eventually these people are going to go to prison for the crimes that they are committing. Eventually, the justice system is actually going to work for the people. Eventually, okay, instead of the latter, okay, because I think that it's something very repulsive and immoral for somebody. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you think you are, to get a group of trolls to harass and stalk a family. It's repulsive and you deserve prison for that. That is a crime, especially when the trolls are going as far as to visit your home and commit rape in the name of your trolling. So I do believe that eventually, because it's a lot of manipulation. And might I say, by the way, it has nothing to do with magic, witchcraft, or spirit. Prior to getting this channel flagged and blacklisted, I never had any issues. All of my success in my company in helping people with their spiritual stuff, I've never had to troll anybody. I've never had to rape anybody. I've never had to manipulate people to that capacity. This channel is factually blacklisted. Factually. So you would either have to be looking for my channel or already be subscribed. Okay? Because the channel got blacklisted through Alexis K. Tyler's trolls, which is sick. I don't even have to tell you what the karma is going to actually be for that. Because even though I have a reason to flag her channel because of the slander and the revenge porn that Alexis K. Tyler keeps putting out on me. Okay. She actually had a man, this group of people actually had a man pose as someone that wanted to be in my life, that cared about me. She sent this person to me. This person was willing. It's not that she sent. This person is a criminal. This person is a vagrant. Sent this man to me. I began a sexual relationship with him. She sent him to me so that he could get sexual videos and photos of me so that he could release it to the public. It was basically premeditated as well. So this is what Alexis K. Tyler did, but and like I said, I believe that she does have a lot of Nipsey Hussle viewers, but I believe that most of her so-called views are fake. I still believe that she's buying views. I don't care what anybody says. It just is what it is, okay? I'm not going to come on here with fake views to convince you that that I have any witchy power. That doesn't prove that a person has witchy power. In fact, I can tell you that Alexis K. Tyler is a fraud because she is not a witch. She is not a high priestess. She just has a network of trolls somehow. And to me, there's no real power in that. There's no real conjure in that. So it is what it is. I'm not comparing myself to this person. All I know is that I and a lot of other people are never going to take you seriously as long as you are dropping revenge porn, which, by the way, will also be reported to the police. And eventually that lady's going to go to jail. And the trolls are not going to be able to protect her. It is absolutely disgusting what these people have done. So for the most part, when I come on here, since the channel is blacklisted, for the most part, when I come over here and I discuss it, I'm basically discussing it with them who they are constantly watching and being weird. I personally feel like that's no kind of life. I don't see how people want to live that life. They claim that they're private investigators, even though they're not being they're not a private investigator for any kind of criminal agency, justice agency. These people have created their own world of treachery, rape, lies, sodomy, harassment, stalking, slander. It's disgusting. And to me, it's nothing intriguing about it. I've lived an entire life. I was 37 years old when I first came across all of these weird people. Okay. I lived an entire life that I actually began to really enjoy once I really started going on my spiritual journey and healing. And I couldn't imagine living my life constantly stalking, talking on Messenger with people about making plans to intercept, counteract. No, no, no. I couldn't imagine living that way. I guess it would be something that someone that possibly has really bad schizophrenic, they would be okay with living that way. I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to live my life like that. So I live a real life. And right now, at this moment, I am dealing with real issues with my landlord, who, by the way, moved me into a house that essentially was uninhabitable. So right now, I'm dealing with real life things. I don't have time to come on here and play with little kids who are doing little kid stuff on the internet. I don't have time for that. I have an entire family. I have four children and a grandchild that I have four children that I gave birth to. I have a grandchild that my daughter gave birth to. I have real little people that are depending on me. I have myself that is depending on me. I don't get paid to troll people. I don't get paid to rape people. I don't get paid to stalk people. I don't get paid to slander people. I get paid to heal people, cleanse people, and to help them in their spiritual battles. Do you realize how serious that is? There are spirits out here that are being conjured that have caused people to be murdered, that cause violence. So I deal with real, very sensitive and time sensitive spiritual stuff that I don't have time to deal with a bunch of little childish adults on the internet. I am also a healer that heals people of afflictions, not people that are faking afflictions to get free money from the government. I'm not judging you if you do get money from the government, but I deal with real stuff. Yesterday, I was so busy. It was absolutely ridiculous because there was someone conjuring shit, not just within my family, but they were also things were being conjured against clients. And I had work to do yesterday. And you know what? On a normal basis, I get the work done and I can live life. I do not have 5 hours. I do not have 2 hours, 3 hours of any time to dedicate to stalking or responding to a stalker anymore. Now, the dangerous part about it is that I have to move. One of the other stalkers that this lady is involved with, they stalk you at your house in your neighborhood. All of these people should be in prison. Every last one of them should be locked up. Do y'all understand me? Every last one of these people should be in prison. And I don't understand why it has not happened yet. There is no reason, there is nobody in this world that would feel the need to intercept or infiltrate unless they are crazy, unless they have a serious mental problem and need to be taught a lesson. There's nobody that would need to intercept and impede on a small business owner and a witch that helps spiritual clients. Nobody in this world would have a reason to have a seriously dedicated conspiracy against me. It's totally ridiculous. Whoever would take out their time of their life to do that, needs to really be thrown in jail, because at that point you are disrespecting God herself by wasting your life. That is disgusting to me. I'm sorry. I don't respect you. So to the person that came to my channel and left a message, even though this person has trolled the internet, stated slander and lies about me on her channel, which I am going to be flagging when I have time. I don't have time to flag her bull crap. I don't. I don't have time to flag her. I've got better things to do with my time. But yeah, her channel will be getting flagged because of the slander. And yeah, an attorney. Yes, I will be hiring an attorney to handle all of this. I'm not going to say when, but I am going to be hiring an attorney to take care of these people. And attorneys usually have private investigators. So yeah, it will be handled, it will be dealt with, because these people have been playing around not only with the company that I started and I built, that I take very seriously, but they have been playing around with my bread and butter. So, yes, something, legal action is already in the making to be done about these people, as well as spiritual action has already been taken. I posted a photograph of this person to let people know that this person is stalking me. And I did put it next to a picture of Mrs. Trenchfold because that's exactly who she looked like in the photo. I took it down because I don't want people to make a mistake. Listen, it gives me a little bit of comic relief sometimes to find something to laugh at these people about. But in reality, I want to punch these people in their goddamn shit. In reality, yeah. If I were an uncivilized person, I would show up at her house and I would punch her in her shit. But I am a civilized person. Okay, I do have good sense. I wouldn't do that because I know that I would get into trouble, and I don't like violence anyway. But yeah, this person was online verbally abusing my children. Played it again on her platform. Totally disgusting, diabolical, evil, should not be allowed around anybody's children. I had the demon in my house around my children. I allowed her to cook for me. I am totally disgusted by somebody being that much of a fraud, right? That's where we're at with that. I am no longer responding. I am going to the police on this matter. I'm done responding to these people. I wish them nothing but jail. Okay. And by the way, nobody is stupid. Literally, I was on Miss Jasmine Ambrosia's platform last week. She's gonna end up being my bestie if she's not already. These people came over to her platform to troll and stalk. So they're actually doing all of the trolling and stalking right in your face, and they are admitting to it. I'm going to remove every video except for the ones where I am basically, I've had to speak about how she has lied on my company. Obviously, she was a troll that was sent to me to come and try to sabotage and commit satire. We've acknowledged that. I'm stating my position on this and I'm standing in it, and that's it. Okay, that's it. Do I believe in the words of a troll? No. Does a troll's words bother me? No, of course not. A troll is nothing to me. They mean nothing to me. Trolls mean nothing to me. So I don't care about what they say. They have no validity. They're just spouting out crap and crud that they probably have heard throughout the years that has essentially driven them insane. A lot of the trolls that we're talking about are clinically insane. Do I take them seriously nor feel intimidated by them? No. I am building a case against them. And I just do I believe that there's somebody financing and paying these people to try to intercept my business? No, and if they are, they need to get a life too. They need to get a life too. If you're actually paying these people to try to intercept my company, you need to get a life and go figure something out. Okay? Seriously. That's all I wanted to say. I gotta go. My supplies are here. I just got my order dropped off. So I gotta go.